Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Ben Cleary. Today we're going to be talking about what we used to call the support site. Now we call it the Solution Center. And our guest today is Stephanie Bradford. Stephanie is, of course, Director of Customer Care here at CCH Small Firm Services. Stephanie, good to have you with us.
Thank you. Good to be here.
The support site is what we've always called it, but now we call it the Solution Center because it's really a lot more than the old support site.
Definitely. It's got so many more links on it and things that are available without even logging in. So it really is a place to find all your solutions.
I know last year, the first big change came last year when we made the name change to Solution Center, and we changed a lot of actually we changed the whole site really. But this year we've made even more changes. What can we look forward to?
This year we've got more things available right there on the front screen for you, and we have a few extra links that we're going to look at when we get into the demo.
And we did away with the login too, right?
For most things. You still have to log in if it's anything with taxpayer data or your personal data like credit cards and fees and that sort of thing, but everything else is wide open. There's no login required.
So the important stuff is still protected behind the wall there, the login wall, and the other stuff you don't that you normally would need to get to is right there in the open, real easy to access.
Yes, any user in your office can go in and access things like latest news or the blog or forms availability charts, any of that's available.
So then you don't have to worry about giving a password to somebody that you may not want them to have access to your personal information.
Exactly.
Sounds great. Let's do this. Let's go to the computer screen, if you would. Take us into the Solution Center and let's navigate around there a little bit and show us what all's there.
Okay, let's go.
I'm here on the ATX Solution Center landing page, or support site landing page, whichever terminology you use. And I want to go through the various links here. Some of them, like we said, don't require a login at all. In fact, the majority of them don't. And then, so we'll do those first, and then we'll go back and look at some of the ones that do require a login. The first thing that I want to point out is that in this lower section, there are instructions on how to use the Solution Center. There's a tutorial there that's only about 8 minutes long. It tells you how to set up usernames if you need to. And also how to use it, just how to use it effectively for your business. We do have a knowledge library tutorial as well. This is for the knowledge base because we did change vendors on that last year. We wanted to put a tutorial out there for you to see how to use it. There is a login button up here, and I will mention that the main username of the Solution Center is admin. And if there's only you in the office, then that's the only one you would set up. If you want to, you can set up other usernames that don't have access to everything for your employees. But again, you may not want to do that because they can use almost anything they need with no login anyway. The first thing that I want to click on is the latest news, which is under this Prepare Solution section. And you'll notice as I hover over things, there are little pop-up boxes that tell you what each of those are. This is the latest news that we've had for years, and again, no login required for it. This is updated every morning during tax season and several times throughout the day as needed. The newest things are at the top, and there is a subscribe button, so you can allow anyone in your office unlimited numbers of email addresses to sign up to receive a text message on your cell phone or an email every time this gets updated, and I strongly encourage you to do that. And if not, just come out here and check it often. The next thing that I want to point out is the knowledge base. Most of you have probably used it by now, but I want to point out one thing that you may not have realized you can do. The things that are most popular or are getting searched more than the other knowledge base articles stay right here on the screen, and it is updated every time that changes. So whatever's going on with the entire customer base, when you click on the knowledge library, chances are it's right here. It's one of these things. So kind of glance at this before you try to figure out what to search for. This may be what you need. Also, what I want to point out is the advanced search. When I click on it, I can narrow down my search so that it only shows me the things that are updated recently, either new articles or things that have been updated. So I'm going to change this default to new or updated, and I'm going to change it to descending. So the newest things will be at the top. And when I click on that, I get a new page, and as you can see, this is only the articles that have been updated or added recently. And the newest ones are at the top. I just think that's a really handy thing to do every now and then, just to see what we've added. We have a whole team that's all they do is add information to the knowledge base all throughout the day, every day for tax season. The next thing that I want to click on is the blog, and I want to point out that a lot of you may not have clicked it because you didn't know what a blog was. A blog is a website that acts kind of like a diary. Some people use it just to, post what they're thinking that day. There's a lot of blogs out there on the internet, and this particular one is handled by my boss, Kim Manuel, the Vice President over Customer Relations. And what we do, every morning we have a meeting at 8 o'clock where we talk about the information that needs to be shared with the customer service reps, with the whole company really, and also with the customers. And then we post that information on the blog. We also put it on latest news, and we also talk about it on the TV show, the Good Morning SFS TV show at 9 a.m. If the support site were to go down for any reason, this blog would still be up because it's separate. Notice the web address is myatx.blogspot.com. Blogspot is the company that hosts it for us. So it's like a backup plan. If you couldn't get information on the Solution Center, or maybe we were closed or something, if it's a really late night or weekend, you could always go to the blog. The way this is laid out, the newest things are posted at the top, and you can see that it just goes down in date order. So you can always look back at some of the older messages. The newest ones are over here on the side, kind of expanded for you. Each month is archived, so you always have access to it, and it even goes back a few years. So we have all of that there for you. This same type of information is also posted in the community board as well. So we try to give you multiple avenues to get the information. When I close that, I'll be back here on the landing page. I'm going to skip over these two things because they require a login, and I'm going to go over to training videos. This is just free training that we have for you. It's kind of like a video. We call it a Brain Shark. That's a product that we use to take a PowerPoint and put audio with it so that it runs like a video, and they're really short. Some are 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. If we're getting a lot of phone calls about a particular thing, for example, last year, these are all from this past tax season, changes on the Schedule D were creating phone calls, so we created a Brain Shark and put it out here so that you could have all of your preparers watch it, again, really short, and then you would know exactly how to do those Schedule Ds in the software. You wouldn't have to call. Some of that same information is also in the help files, but we wanted it right here on this training area, and all that's completely free for you. We also have quick tutors, which are also video training offerings. When I click on that, it takes me to a different page, and it's laid out just a little bit differently, but these are things that you would do before tax season, and then day-to-day things that you would do throughout tax season. Same idea though, these are just quick little tutors on how to do specific things within the software. So I close that, and I'm back now to the landing page. This download center, you do have to log in for that, so I'm going to skip it for now. Conversions would be for new customers to convert from a competitor, convert their tax returns, so they have access to that, no login required. The user guides, I'm going to click on that. We do have some old years of user manuals out there for you. You can either click them and search them, they're PDF, or you can print it out if you want to, and we'll have the 2012 guides out there for you as well. Everything in this middle section you have to log in for, so I'm going to skip over that and talk about the quick links. These are also some of the same tools that the customer service reps use, especially the shipping schedule and the e-file availability and the calendars and charts. We use that daily on phone calls. ATX TV, that's just a link to get to the site, and you're obviously watching a TV show, so you know how to get there. But I'll mention that we do have a live show every weekday during tax season at 9 o'clock Eastern. You can either watch it live or you can catch it on the archive that day. Same type of information we talk about on latest news and the blog and the community boards, but it's a live discussion. There's a link to university there, and then I'm going to go down to customer service emails. I want to point this out because you may not have clicked on that thinking it's just, sales type marketing emails, but it's not. This is information that our customers need. The marketing department does send it out to the one email address we have on file for the owner of the company, but I also post them here on the support site so that anybody can read them, any of the employees in the office. And again, you can subscribe to this and have an email when this gets sent out. When I click on it, you can see that it is the marketing type emails, so that you do get the pictures and all that to go with it. As I scroll down through here, you'll see, again, I'm trying to emphasize these are not sales emails trying to sell you anything. These are customer service emails or training emails telling you about the RTRP or seminars or changes in the software, how to market your business, all of that type of information. And we just save these on here for several months, really, so you can go back and look at those at any point. Back on the landing page, I'm going to click on the tax update newsletter. This is a quarterly newsletter that's created by our sister company, CCH, and we post it out for the small firm services customers. It has various articles about tax law or really late-breaking tax legislation. So it's really good, especially the winter edition that comes out in December. It always talks about the late-breaking legislation that's going to come out then. So I'll close that. Back on the landing page, we've got the shipping schedule. This again is last year's information, but when it's updated, you'll see when we plan to ship the initial version of the software, which is the Monday after Thanksgiving, and then subsequent large program updates about when those would come out on CD. Certain customers do pay for premium shipping, which means they get some extra CDs throughout tax season. But the vast majority of customers just download those updates on the support site. They don't need the CDs. If you're using the IntelliConnect, either as a printed book or as an online option, this would tell you when those various pieces of IntelliConnect would be posted out there for you. And again, this is still last year's information, but it will be updated before November, December timeframe. One of the best self-research options that we have is the e-file availability chart. This would show you when we expect to release various pieces of the e-file, either federal or state, business or 1040, when we got it approved, when we expected to release it, and when we actually released it, along with some of the features associated with it. And right now everything says released because this is for this past tax season, but in December, January timeframe, this will be a really important chart for you to refer to so that you can tell when Georgia 1120 is planning on being released, or Pennsylvania 1040. You'll have that expectation so that you won't be wondering and you won't have to call us. You'll know when to expect that to come out. And the last link here under quick links is calendars and charts. This is really just a collection of various Word documents and Excel documents that we have out here for you. Some of these come right from the IRS website, like these decision trees for tax prep. We also have some e-file information, which has to all be updated for 2012-2013. Since we no longer have legacy, we don't need the refund cycle chart, so we'll change that for the MEF e-filing. On down, we do have a quick reference guide for the Solution Center, which is a really good thing that tells you basically everything I'm telling you on the show in a reference guide. So you could print it out if you wanted to, or just pull it up and look at it. I'm going to click on this customer care phone menu PDF. This is something that we've had out here for a couple of years, and we point it out to customers a lot. People get frustrated when they call customer service if they can't figure out which prompt to choose. They feel like they get lost in the menu options sometimes. But when you look at it right here on screen, it's actually pretty straightforward. Once you enter the client ID, then you have one menu of 8 choices, and the only one that requires more choices is when you choose prompt number 3. And this is the most popular one. Chances are you're calling about how to use the tax software. So then you have a few more prompts, 1040 business, payroll, and based on what you choose there, it gets you to the person that is best able to help you with that particular product. And again, I'll point out that for most of these, you only have one thing to choose. If you're calling about fixed asset manager, for example, then all you do is choose prompt number 7 and you're done. It will put you to the group that's been trained on that product. So going back to the landing page, let's talk about some of the things that do require a login. On this Prepare Solution section, return status is the one that we really stress that is important to use. When I click on it, I've already logged in, but it would have required me to log in, and I'm logged in as admin. I will mention that if you forget your password, there is an option right there on the screen that says Need Help. You click that and it tells you how to reset your own password. This e-file status is the return status, and once e-filing starts, you can click on that, key in the social or the business EIN, and you can see exactly where that return is in our system. It hooks directly into the electronic filing center, so you know that we got the return and where it's at in the system. Another thing that you have to log into is the community board, and I want to click on that because this one is used by thousands and thousands of ATX customers. And this is a place where the ATX community can come together and discuss various problems. It's really good for tax questions. When you call us with a tax type question, all we can really do is show you the resources and take you to the help files and that sort of thing. But if you really want to talk about a specific tax situation and what would another preparer do in that situation, the best place to go is the community board. The first one, ATXers Community, is just a general software type thing. Then you have 1040 Basic and Advanced, business questions, electronic filing, hardware and software, bank questions for bank products, and then state returns, and then a place for you to make suggestions on enhancements. This is really, like I said, for customers to help each other, but we do log in from customer care occasionally and from development and some of the other departments and try to help things along if things are kind of stuck there. And we also post information here, the same thing that we post on the blog and the community boards and latest news. All of those places we post the same type messages. Going back to the landing page, one of the main important things that you'll log in and use frequently is the download area. And again, I'm already logged in, so it's not making me log in. This is where you download updates to the forms, which can happen all throughout the day, federal forms and state forms. And also on the left side, we have program updates, which are different. And those we might post once a week or something. And you do need to stay updated with all of it. Make sure that you're at the latest versions. When people call customer service and their software is doing something they don't think it should do, the very first thing we do is check the versions, get the latest. And you can set up ATX to update itself overnight if you want to, so that it's all taken care of for you. The next section that does require a login is this My Account section and also Account Services. The My Account section is where you would log in and update your e-fund, your address, your phone number, your email address, any of that personal information. So obviously you do have to log in for that. Customer Environment is where we ask you to tell us a little bit about either your network environment or your computers or your business, so that we can store that in our system. When you call customer service, the reps can see it, so they don't have to ask you those same questions over and over. Are you on a network? How many computers do you have? That sort of thing. My Products just shows the products you've purchased and the fees associated with those products. Under Account Services, this is where you fill out the bank application before tax season starts, and you can do that now, or Fee Collect if you offer that product. It's available now. Details about your billing. If you have to pay your bill, you can go online and do that. Refer a friend. Might look kind of strange to have that here under the login section, but when you refer someone to purchase our software, we pay you a referral fee, and we have to know who you are, so you log in to do that so that we can capture your client ID and all that information. And the other really big thing here is the Marketing Resource Center. This area, you log into that, and it tells you ideas for marketing your business to your taxpayers, and it also gives you templates and things that you can download and take to your printer and have printed off. The last section that I'll mention here is the business partners. And for example, when I click on banking partners, it would take me to a page that lists out the various banks that are available, and also links to their websites. So that's real handy to research which banks you want to go with. The Staples link, our customers can get a discount on office supplies. So if you go through that link, you'll get the discount. There's information about debit cards and allowing you to take credit cards for payment. That's what iTransact does. Versacom is a separate product that we sell that allows your taxpayers to call a special phone number to check on the status of their return. So they don't have to call you, they can call this phone number. And they can also get cell phone text messages to tell them when the return gets accepted and that sort of thing. NATP is the last link there. We are offering a discount on membership, so if you click the link and sign up this way, you can get a little discount.
Well, Stephanie, the new Solution Center looks like a great place to find a lot of great information. You can save yourself a lot of time, too. Instead of having to call customer service, you can go to the Solution Center, and so much of the information is already there. How much do your customer service people depend on the Solution Center?
Oh, definitely. These are the same tools that the reps use on the phones. We have access to the exact same things, and this is where we go. We train the reps to use these exact same tools, knowledge base and charts and links and all of that.
So you can save yourself a customer service call sometime if you have a question. Go to the Solution Center first, try to find it there, and then if you can't find it, go ahead and make your customer service call.
Exactly.
But this will be a big help to you during tax season. So have it where you can get to it easily, bookmark it on your computer, and you can pop right in there and not have to log in or anything, and find the information that you need in the Solution Center.
I would say 90% of the questions could be answered by using the Solution Center.
Sounds great. Stephanie, thank you so much.
Thanks.
And we thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.